Hello guys, you are welcome once again to Beyond the Classroom. So this is Honorable Mujaahid official, your usual host, and I'm here with a gentleman who happens to come from the theater arts education theater arts department, right? In the University of Education, Winneba. He's here with us. We are about to start with the conversation on the topic, the role of arts in life or in human life. Before we do that, let's go for a quick commercial break in our. You are welcome to Campbell Royal Tree, the best hotel in Winneba, close to Winneba Johnson and direct opposite the Guel Filling Station. Among some of the facilities Campbell Royal Tree offers its clients and customers include: number one, we have a serene swimming pool where you can relax your body at any time, swim at any time, any day at affordable prices. In fact, you can come here 24/7. We operate all time. We there for you. Campbell Royal Treat is having an event center where we host every type of event. Any event you want, whether birthday party, weddings, any event at all, we can give you the best facility to host your events that you want to host. Campbell Royal Treat is having a gym center where you can gym your body at any time, morning, evening, afternoon, any time at all you feel. And we also have a kitchen where we offer both local and foreign dishes. Any type of food you want, just come to Campbell Royal Treat and we will give it to you at very affordable prices. We also have a clinic attached to the hotel where, in case of any emergency or any other time, you can go there for the services at very, very subsidized prices. We've reduced the prices drastically just to favor our customers. Call the contact, the numbers on this list. You are welcome back once again. This is Beyond the Classroom, so the only learning platform where we call people who are potential teachers to take us through certain experiences that they've gone through, and we are always prone to learning, asking questions that bother our minds, and if their answers they answer those questions, then we get learning going on. If you are new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be a member of Beyond the Classroom family. If you are not new, please don't do it again. Just like the video if you are enjoying it, and then share with others for them to also learn. By the way, I'm here with a gentleman who happens to be, I don't know his name. Mr. Man, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I have been meeting you. The first time I met you was that was when UEW SRC were doing their SRC week celebration.
Okay.
You came to perform for a certain lady who were contesting for the face of UEW, right?
Okay.
Yes, that was my first time of meeting him, and subsequent meetings were during your art performance when you were always on stage, doing so marvelously. He's always outstanding to me, even though this is subjective. He's always outstanding to me. So he's here with us. Your name goes like Vandam. That's your name, right?
Yeah, that's my name.
How come?
My real name is Steven.
Steven.
Yeah, that's
okay.
My real name.
Your real name is Steven from your parents. And how come Vandam? Why Vandam?
Okay, so this is not the first time
Good.
I've been asked this question. I've seen,
yes,
like, people ask me questions about how I got the name Vandam.
Okay.
And I'm a fan of TV3 New Day. Okay, so
TV3 New Day.
So anytime I watch the show, after everything, they go to social media and read comments and all that. So every time they read a comment from this guy called Dagate Vandam. Okay,
Dagate Vandam.
So
okay,
that was back in around 2013, 2014.
Yes.
So I wanted to take the name verbatim, like take the name and give it to, but I said no. I can take the name, they may massage it and make it mine.
Yeah.
So I took the Dagati away and added Sankana Vandam. So Sankana is where I come from. Okay, that's my home. I come from Upper West region. So
Upper West region.
Yeah. So the community I come from is called Sankana. So I decided to add the name of my community to the Vandam. Then I made it mine.
You make it Sankana Vandam.
Yeah.
It's just like Ghana Honorable Mujaahid.
So that's
great. So we want to, before we get to your topic, the role of art in human life, the way you are enjoying the thing. Anytime I see you on stage, you don't just try to play your role, but you do it out of passion, if I can guess what. Yes, so the way you are doing it, I think it has a value in life. Yes, art has a value in life, the way I see you do it.
Exactly.
Yes, so before we do that, let's get to know you better because this is your first time of being here.
Okay.
We want to know you better before we get started with the thing. Where did you start the journey from? What informed your decision to become an artist? Okay. Or to get into acting and those things?
Okay. I've been an actor all my life. I've been acting ever since I was born, and I think people around me started to enjoy who I am. Okay.
When vividly can you remember starting this acting?
I started stage acting back at primary school, so I think that's around 2004-5.
2004.
Yeah, that's stage acting around when I was in primary school.
Wow, very young.
Yeah, very young.
Okay, so how come?
So I went to a preparatory school, a private school. So normally during vacation, that's third term, they normally organized the teachers will bring this maybe script or something on board, drama, then they will select some of the students, then rehearse and go and display to the public for money.
Okay. So is this the Our Day celebration?
Exactly.
Okay, and where is it? Is it the Upper West you came from? Or?
Actually, I was born in Pristia.
You were born in Pristia.
Yeah, so that's why I grew up. But when I go to junior high school one, my father got pension, so he wanted to travel to Upper West region. So I'm the last born, so he asked me that I followed him to Upper West. So I followed him. Then when we got there, I completed my junior high school. Then also
you continue.
Yeah, I continued my senior high school to Upper West region. So I completed Lima A model back in 2012, and I completed senior high school. That's Wasatec in 2015.
Wasatec in 2015. Wow, great. Mentioning your father, what work was he doing and he got pensioned?
Okay, my father was a miner. He worked at a mining company.
Pristia, yeah. Hey, then you are Rachel.
What belongs to my father doesn't belong to me. And
really?
I come from a family of 7 siblings. Okay, so my father had a lot of responsibility too. So you can't just assume that what your father has is yours.
Okay, great. I would have demand for my goals, but the way you've gone ahead to explain things, I understand you. I get it. So your father got pension, then you moved to Upper West.
Yes.
But before then, I want to know the real thing that influenced the starting point. What actually prompted it? Like, were you the one who demanded for the role, or were you forced, or how? How come?
Actually, I loved it. It's like you. I loved to act. Okay. So when the opportunity comes, I just grab it. I don't hesitate.
Okay.
And as time went on, people enjoyed me because whenever I'm with people and I started to talk, people started laughing and people encouraged me. That
as young as you were.
As young as I am.
Okay.
So where I come from a community where people don't really invest in art because they believe in mining. Okay.
Yes.
So you go to a rich man, that is what you do. So he or she should help you or invest in you.
They don't.
So then in the future, you all will benefit from it. Normally, they don't have that heart or they don't believe in that aspect of business because they want that this is good. Let's go for it. So that's basically what. So basically, that's what they do. So I didn't get the opportunity. I didn't get anyone to push me to be on hot or do what I wanted to do. So I back at senior high school too, I used to act. I was part of the drama and culture club.
Okay.
Then right after senior high school, I decided to act by taking videos and others. So that's how I got here.
And have you shot some videos before, like some like production movies?
Oh yeah. I've been in a couple of movies. And this coming Saturday, they will premiere a movie which I'm part at the theater department. I encourage you all to come and watch.
Wow. Did you say Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. I want to know if people can get access to some of your videos to see how I have been seeing you on stage.
Okay.
Can you give us at least one title and where to locate it?
Okay.
One title of your movies.
Okay. Right now, movie I'm on currently, the title of the movie is Shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. And concerning my previous movie, normally I've cut tight with the production house and stuff that I work with. So I wouldn't like to talk much about them. But if
Okay.
you really want to enjoy what I do, I think you can go to all my social media handles. I shoot skate as well. Normally, that's what I do most when I'm free and I don't have anything to do.
Okay.
So you can go to my social media handle, Sankana Vandam, on all social media platforms.
Sankana Vandam.
Yeah, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everywhere. You
Everywhere.
can get my videos there. If you go there, trust me, there will never be a dull moment.
Wow. There will never be a dull moment. I think you are going to witness what I have been seeing in the past. At least, in fact, this guy, watching him perform on stage is always a wonderful moment, and I always love to watch it. Yes, I must be honest with you. You're always good. You're always outstanding on stage.
Okay.
Yes, that's how I see you. Okay, so you've come to the university to pursue theater art. Is it because you are passionate in arts that you decided to choose this, or what informed your decision?
I think I'm an arts itself. I don't practice art. I'm an arts.
Wow.
And I used to school at Ijumako UW campus. Okay, I was doing linguistics plus Ghanaian language there. So I did only 1 year, and I realized that I'm not enjoying the course I was doing. So I abandoned it and I bought form and reapplied for it. I got admission.
Wow.
So that's how I found myself. So I'm not in the department by accident. I actually know what I'm in for, and I came there for a purpose.
You actually looked for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I came there for a purpose, and I think I'm meeting my targets as the years go by. I'm in level 300 now, and I have 1 more year to go. So I think I have a lot to achieve.
Wow. So you were in Ajumako,
Yeah, Ijumako.
doing linguistics with Ghanaian language, right? And you realized that wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
The passion isn't there.
I wanted something I can practice after school. I saw that I wouldn't practice linguistics, or I don't see myself being a teacher after school. Even though if I get the chance to teach, I can do that. But I wanted something that I wouldn't find very difficult to learn or adjust to it. I wanted something I'm really familiar with, so that if I'm given the opportunity to impact the knowledge in people, it wouldn't be something I have to go and do a lot of research to come and do that. I want something that it is me. So anytime they call on me to deliver, it will be very easy for me to do that.
Wow. This is you see how the journey has been. I always tell people, choose what you are passionate about, not what everyone is doing.
Yeah.
Yes, people follow the culture scape, follow what the society really wants, but they themselves don't actually love it.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's a good move that, to my judgment, it's a good move you've made, and you are there. So you came into a theater art department, and you have started performing so good. When did you start showing up, or you just started right away from level 100?
Since level 100.
Since level 100, wow.
Yeah.
You took it up.
And what you see on stage is a course for us, okay? They grade this based on what you do on stage. So when I came to level 100, I got a couple of call up to come and act in one of the productions, but I didn't see it to be necessary. It's something that I wasn't rushing into. Okay, so I took my time, but I was part of almost all the events that took place during level 100. So I was on stage on the event aspect as a performer. Actually, I do performance on stage too. Sometimes I dance, or I try to do this thing.
Funny stuff,
and also melodrama. I try to mix drama with music, or interpret music
like
on
what
stage.
You did
during Miss UW.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, so that's what I do. So I'm not just an actor, I do a
and
lot
that's
of
what we call melodrama, right?
Yeah, melodrama.
Wow, great. So on performing on stage, you said you do it for marks, right?
Yes,
so are you always so eager, like the way you do it exceptional? Do you do it that way because of the marks, because of your passion?
Not necessarily.
Or what is it?
Not necessarily. I think I do it because I do it well, because I love what I do. Okay, when you are doing something that you don't love, it's just like living in bondage. You're being forced, or you're in a circle or a scope that you don't really like. Okay, and I think I'm very comfortable at the fold or the society I found myself in. I think that makes it easy for me to do whatever I want to do.
Wow.
And concerning the acting, normally lecturers don't really give you the characterization. Okay, they'll guide you. they will guide you not to do, not to do. But how to bring the characterization has depends on you, the actor.
Wow.
Okay, so you get the script, you try to get your lines, but you have to understand who you are in the play or the script before you can bring out the characterization. So it takes a lot of work to do that. But if you really understand the role you are playing, or if you love what you do, that won't be difficult for you to do that.
Wow, wow, wow. This is great. Everything I have been seeing is always out of love.
Yeah,
yes,
passion.
It's always out of passion. Having the passion for what you do is the key driving, the key to gaining success, or whatever you call it, success. Yeah. Okay. I think we now know you a bit, if not in whole, but at least we now know you.
Yeah.
Yes, we know Vandam has been started this journey since his childhood, way back at primary, right?
Yeah.
You were born in Prestia, migrated to Upper West, your home. Yes, your home. Then from there you came to Ajumako. You realized your heart weren't there. Then you took another form to pursue theater arts. Good. So let's now get to start with your topic for today, which is the role of art in life, in human life. Hey, what is this? So ambiguous. Okay. Let's first of all look at what is art. When we say art, theater art education, what is it? What is art?
So I think art is just interpretation of life in a different world. Okay.
Interpretation of life in a different world.
Yeah, that's how I understand. That's how I see
okay.
art. Okay. It's like we try to bring what is in the society on stage, or interpret it in a different way for people to see it. So I think that's all art is all about.
Okay. So, like the art, you have always been on stage. During the performance, you know the feelings that run through you. What are some of the possible, if you, as much as you can mention, possible benefits that one derive from doing art, like performing art?
A lot.
Acting, singing, I think it covers all this, right?
You know, one thing about artists give you confidence, okay? One thing about we human, if you have confidence, you can't go anywhere. Or people will subdue you all the time. Okay? If you're able to speak out or know your right and have the confidence, trust me, you can go anywhere. And being on stage, if you don't have the confidence, you can't be there.
Wow.
So it's one thing that's everyone you see on stage have this confidence, because it's not easy to stand in front of people and perform to them.
Yes.
And normally you don't know what the person is really thinking about you. Okay, people have their problems and they come to the theater to watch us perform so that they can get rid of this problem. So if you're able to stand in front of this variety of people, because there are different scope of people at that point in time.
Yes.
So if you're able to stand before them and perform, then trust me, you are standing. So it boosts your confidence level.
Yes.
And also you have to be, it makes you intelligent. So imagine giving someone a script within a week or two, or let's say a month, for the person to memorize all the lines in his head and come and deliver. It's not easy.
It's not
so
easy.
It forces you to challenge yourself, to go outside the box, to go beyond who you are, to achieve certain things that you can't even do on your own.
Wow.
So I think performing on stage has really helped me a lot.
Yes,
a lot.
in so many ways.
In so many
confidence
ways.
Level, let's list them. Confidence level.
It makes you intelligent.
It makes you intelligent.
It teaches you how to speak in public.
Wow, how to speak in public too.
It teaches you, because sometimes you have to take your time for the people to listen, because theater it goes away along with what you say. If they are not able to understand or hear what you are saying clearly, they can't really follow.
They can't follow your.
And sometimes you'll be performing to go to a time that the audience will be chanting, laughing, and making noise.
I wanted to ask this question: How are you able to stand all this?
Oh,
what's the magic? Oh, this will be a disturbance.
So one thing about performing is, whenever I realize or I see that people are really enjoying what I do, it boosts my morale. Especially when people are laughing or chanting or something, it helps me. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you are on stage and you are acting, you have a line to deliver.
Yes.
And that line is very important to your audience, because they are the people you are feeding. So the point is, a point will come that the audience will be making noise, laughing and stuff. You can't ask them to keep quiet, but you have to find something to be doing and delay for the audience to keep quiet before you continue.
Before you continue.
So it can happen in public. But that's it. So it gives you, it teaches you a lot.
Okay. So when they are making noise, but still the lines that in between the noise and the silence, that the lines, those lines are still important to be delivered to the people. Audience. So you have to find something, be creative, and find something doing. Stage business. Yeah. Wow. You hear the term stage business. Wow. I hope you are learning something. If you are new, please just subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you are just joining us, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate your presence, and share with others for them to also learn just as we are learning now. If not today, me, I didn't know anything about art. I've not learned anything about theater arts or whatever goes on the stage. I only go to sit down and watch them. Sometimes I try to distract them, but you see the way they are able to handle those distractions. Yes. So sometimes I just wonder, like someone will stand on stage, face the audience and be talking. Then maybe when he says something, an audience will shout out that "oh boy," which is very funny, you understand?
Yeah.
Then everyone will be laughing while the person is like still in the same mood. How are you able to stand that?
When we are on stage, we see the stage to be a different world altogether. We have something we call the fourth wall. Okay, it's an imaginary world that we actors or performers on stage imagine that it is between us and the audience.
Wow.
So normally we don't really see you people as audience. You see that normally there are people there watching us, but we don't consider you people as people that can distract us.
You assume as though like you've acted a movie.
Exactly.
Then I'm watching and I'm talking.
So we don't allow you people to distract us. Okay.
Wow.
So we have something we call the fourth wall, an imaginary world that we people assume or think it's between us, the performers, and the audience. So normally we don't allow people to distract us. So normally we don't really look into the eyes of the people on the auditorium. Okay, we always focus on what you are doing. Wow. And normally all the movement and stuff that we do on stage, they are demarcated. They are really, we have steps that move 3 steps forward and deliver it. And we are taught, so we know where to go and where not to go during our performance. So everything is well.
No mistakes.
No mistakes.
Hey, like the wonderful thing is that sometimes I come for 2 nights of a particular story just to see how things will go. The same way they performed in the previous night, the same way they will perform in the other nights.
We are. It's what we do. It's what we spend hours. Sometimes we go for rehearsals around 3 p.m. and we close around 11 p.m. or 12 a.m.
Wow.
We are at the theater. It's something that we spend a lot of time on. So we make sure that we give you people the best. And since we are an institution, we are a department, we are an educational caucus, we are learning. So we always want to, if not all, we want to present the best to the audience, or we are students, so that they will know that what our lecturers are doing. Our lecturers are really doing a lot. We don't want to send a wrong message to the audience.
You don't want to disappoint your lecturers.
Exactly.
Wow, great. So after knowing all these things, we want to know to what extent will you advise someone to choose theater art as a course to come, as a program to come and read at the university?
First, theater, we do all. I can say that we are the department that we learn across most of the departments in the school.
You learn across
everything.
Political science, you learn politics.
We do everything, because in theater arts you learn psychology.
Wow. Yeah, psychology, you educational course.
You do a lot of literature, you read a lot of plays, you do a lot of analysis. There are things that we do, we dance, we do a lot of things at the same time. You'll be on stage, you'll be acting. You consider the emotion or what the person who is watching is going through. So you consider a lot of things while on stage. When you come to the theater department, you won't be a shy person again. And it's something that people are really battling to go away or to deal with or to get rid of. And it's something that if you come to the department, you find it very easy to get rid of it. If you come to the theater department, they teach you to be a better version of yourself. And normally we are not necessarily on the theory aspect, because most of the things we do is practicals.
Yes.
So our lecturers always tell us that you don't have to apply for a job after school after doing theater arts, because the jobs are already there.
Wow.
Okay, when you go to level 400, you have your special area you will choose. We have event planning and management, we have acting, we have directing, we have dance, we have drama and education, we have playwright. So they will give you the chance to host you. If you're an event planner and management, if you may do an event planning and management, they will give you the chance to host your own event in the department. So all these things that are happening this semester, they are final year projects of students.
Okay.
They are project of final year students. So it's the student, all that things that you see on stage. If there's a directing student, the student will direct it himself.
Wow.
It's a dance. If it is a dance project, the student will choreograph the dance himself. So after school, it gives you the room to do whatever you want to do. Practices. That's if only you have the money to do it. So I think the only problem we face is maybe after school how to get
financial constraints.
Apart from that, trust me, if you're a theater student and if you come and really learn your art, like learn what the lecturers always teaches you, trust me, after school you find it very difficult to cope with the society.
Wow.
Because now the government stated clearly that there is no jobs. So if you come to this department, trust me, even if after school you don't have the money, but you can be. Just recently, the department contacted me to write script for them. I've never been to playwright class before, but because of the knowledge that our lecturers have given us, I was able to write a script and I took money. So that's what we do.
Wow.
So theater is a course that the program that if you come to pursue, I think
you are self-employed.
Exactly.
After that, apart from the teaching is always after University of Education. Whenever teaching is always a kind of constant thing down there.
Yeah.
Everyone can venture, but the other aspects don't dare if you don't have the capacity or the muscles. Yes. So after here, it means that apart from teaching as a kind of a normal routine or something everyone is jumping in, you have other areas that you can fall on.
Theater students, I think we have upper hand over other students.
Wow, that sounds true. Yes, because what I see him and I don't know if he's the only person. Are you the only person who is into the real life acting?
No, I have a lot of people in my department are into this kind of thing. I think they have the talent, they have the passion, so always come to the department to polish it up.
Wow.
And we have people who happens to be in the department by accident. They don't usually choose a program, but sometimes you buy the form, then the school decide to give you what they want.
Okay.
And they come there and trust me, along the line they enjoy it and they realize that maybe they didn't just come there by accident, but maybe they were just.
It's something that they can handle.
Exactly.
Wow. That's great. I'm here with Vandam, Sankana Vandam, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here with Sankana Vandam, talking about the role of theater art, the role of art in our lives, in the lives of human beings. I think we've discussed a lot. Let's get to the last few questions, then we'll draw the curtains. Sankana Vandam, I would like to know, are there some of, after knowing all this, it is good everywhere, but we've never said anything bad about theater art. Are there any sabotages, any criticisms?
No, I think the only thing that doesn't have bad effect in this life, I think maybe is worshiping God. I think apart from that, we have everything on earth have
there is an advantage, a disadvantage to worshiping God.
No, tell me, I don't know.
You have to battle the Satan.
It's something that we can't do ourselves, so I think we will leave that to God to handle.
Yes.
But apart from that, everything in this world have side effects.
Side effects. Okay, so what has shared with us?
So I think being the theater department, because of all the people usually think that we are not serious or we don't know what we are doing.
Yes, people like I don't know whether they say this in your face, that dondology. That they just come to learn
dance
how to drum and what is this word?
Trust me, if they swap you from a different department to come to theater, you can't be there for a week. The stress you go through, trust me, you can't. Because normally we don't have you have lectures maybe from 2 p.m. you are done with the lectures. 3:30 you have to go for rehearsal. Sometimes we go for rehearsal from 3 to 6. When you close, you have another rehearsal to go, because sometimes one person can be in 2 or 3 productions, so you have to go for rehearsal school
for all the 3 productions. Wow.
And also we have, aside that, we have other practicals we do all the time. Okay, so we do a lot of, we'll be doing maybe 6 courses within the semester, and maybe one course we'll be reading about 8 to 9 plays. And this place we'll be doing analysis, character analysis. We do scene by scene analysis. So we have a lot of things that we read that people don't know.
Wow.
Okay, so I sorry to say this, but every theater student you see, people see us and we are always happy, but we are really going through a lot, trust me. We don't sleep at night because you have to stay at work and do whatever you have to do to present it the next day.
Wow.
So people think that we are not serious, okay, but if you really know what you are doing, I think nothing should distract you.
No amount of opinions. I don't call them words. Like when someone say something that they don't know about you.
Exactly.
I don't see it to be words. I see it to be opinions. Just opinion, ordinary opinions. Yes, so no amount of opinions can distract you. Wow. People like this thing is very common. I don't know. Did you admit that they say it in your face?
Yeah,
like
people.
That odontology, like they just come to study how to drum.
Exactly.
What is this people doing?
But trust me, theater arts, I can say that we are the department that generates a lot of money to the school.
To the school.
Because most of the productions you come and watch, the money goes to the school.
Okay.
And we make a lot of money. I don't want to mention an amount that we make, but theater department, we generate a lot of money to the school.
Wow.
Because all the productions you come and watch, the money goes to the school. Okay, we are just, and trust me now, acting, entertainment is just ruling the world.
Yes.
Okay, entertainment is just ruling the world. So I think theater, people view theater with a different lens that I think that they are not supposed to.
Yes.
If you really come close and maybe ask questions, if you really want to know what theater is all about and get close to people who are really into it and ask questions, I think you become a fan of it.
That is the problem people have. When they see something, usually they don't ask. Yeah, exactly. They just give a judgment. Anything they think of being the right, and then they just say it. Yes. Anyway, let's allow them to give their opinions. They have the right to speak.
But I think people are beginning to accept
to understand it. Okay, so what do you think was previously the problem that is covering all those your goodies that people don't see? What was the canopy?
I think now civilization is growing, and I think that's the reason why people are really understanding. And right now, mostly it's people you see from the like at the theater during our production come from different departments.
Yes.
So when they come in, they see the good things that you do, they send the messages across, and I think that's the reason why that's one of the medium we are using to clarify things or the perception people used to have us, or the prejudice or the stereotype people used to have. So I think we are using what we've learned and we are portraying it, and now people are understanding what we are doing.
But previously you were still performing at the same pace, but just that people don't see it. People don't come to witness or something.
They used to come, but I think maybe now the audience. So now you maybe at first you yourself you didn't know that this is what theater is about.
Yes.
But people were watching at that time. So maybe you didn't get in contact with the people who were watching.
Yes.
So now that you have witnessed yourself, maybe you may tell someone that, oh,
this is how it is.
Exactly.
Then one day that same person will also go to see and then attest to him or
so
herself.
Now you people are maybe indirectly our ambassadors. You are
it's something great. I always tell people that these people cannot just go home without any self-employment skills. Yes, they must go home with something. So is there always I don't want to ask this question, but are there employment opportunities out there if you are a theater art student, apart from leaving the school whilst you are still in school? Are there opportunities out there that you can grab whilst in school?
Oh yeah. I think you got my number whilst you said that you've been watching my performance.
Yes,
you took my number one.
Sure.
So that's one of the opportunities.
Wow.
Maybe somehow, maybe somewhere, maybe the person may come to your platform, maybe get interrogated or something. Maybe the person will get the opportunity.
Okay.
So we present ourselves and people come there to watch it. You don't know who is watching. You understand? So I think through there you get a lot of opportunities.
Connections.
Whilst in school, sometimes people call people to come and dance, come and act for them and others. And I think we are gradually we are going somewhere.
Okay.
And have produced a lot of stars too. Sometimes people go to these big TV stations and do their service, and after that they will keep them.
Okay.
Because we do lighting system, we do sound, we do everything. Light, sound, makeup, costume, special effect, and all this. So I think we have a lot of things.
Wow, great. We have spent almost all our time. We appreciate your presence here. We will hear his last words before we draw the curtains for the day. I think today's interview is so interesting with Sankana Vandam, and if you do enjoy it, just as I'm enjoying it, please give it a like and share with others for them to also have a feel. And if you are new, please kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that any new video we drop, you'll be the first person to be notified. Sankana Vandam, we have exhausted all our time. Before we draw the curtains, we would like to hear your last remarks. What are your words to Beyond the Classroom fans and then your own fans too as well? Merge them together and tell them something. They are listening and watching.
I think in life, you are the only one who understands yourself.
Good.
You are your own driver. You know where you are heading towards, okay? So don't let the passengers determine for you or decide for you where you want to go or where you should be. You have to understand yourself and know where you want to be. You have to believe in yourself, and also try as much as possible to surround yourself with people who understand you and really support you no matter what. I think one of the main reasons I even left Idumako is I didn't feel that I had people who understood me or who understand who I am or where I want to go. But when I came here, I think one of the people I can't really do without is my course-mates. They are my course-mates. I think they have been very helpful because sometimes they have to abandon lectures, stop whatever they are doing and help me on set shoots, the skit that I used to shoot. So I think they have played major role as far as my career is concerned. Okay, so I think surrounding yourself with positive people or people who wouldn't say that, oh, what you are doing is no good, stop it, or it will take you anywhere, you are wasting your time and all that. It's something that you really have to check. If you have these kind of people around you, I think you have to change your circle of friends, then get yourself people who understand you, who will support you and what you do. I think this is the most important thing. And also, it's always hard when you are starting. It's always hard. Very, very hard, because you've decided to start acting or something. Nobody understands. Nobody knows whether you can do it or not. So you have to start something new, and then later on people will join. That's the most important thing. But if you decide to let people decide for you, or maybe tell you that you can't do this or you can't go anywhere, then it's up to people. Talent in people die because they listen to people. The one thing about talent is if you don't work on it, if you don't put it out there, you can't build on it. You have a talent. If you start, it won't look nice. But as time goes on, you know that, oh, you have to adjust this, I have to master, I have to
you see your own problems.
Exactly. Then you will be correcting as time goes on. But if you want to sit at one place and wait that a time will come that somebody will come there, Charlie, I know you can add, so take this money and start doing something, then you won't go anywhere. So I think you just have to start moving. Okay. Start moving. And I think as time goes on, if you really put in hard work, effort, consistency and determination, and most important, don't worship a blind God. Worship God who you think he can be there for you all the time. Wow. And I think God never fails. If you believe in God and you do the right thing and you are determined, whatever you are doing is right. It's not against the Bible. I think God will really take you to wherever you want to be.
Wow. These are the last words of Sankana Vandam, the theatre arts outstanding performer. That is how I see him. Per your own judgment, drop it in the comment section. You can join this conversation by making it so interactive. The only way you can do this is by using the comment section. Anything you think, drop it in the comment section. You want to learn more from Sankana Vandam, drop it in the comment section. Anything, just anything generally, drop it in the comment section and let's move on. I appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much for joining us in today's conversation. Do stay hard, like I always say. If you are new, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that any new video will drop, you'll be the first person to be notified. That way you are called a member of Beyond the Classroom. So if you are also not new and you've done that already, just like the video if you do enjoy it, and also share with others for them to have a feel. Thank you so much for joining us, making yourself a learner, and do have a nice day. See you when we come back with the next episode again.